From WFSB, Connecticut's #1 local news, this is Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 7.
Good morning, everyone. It is 7 o'clock. I'm Nicole, Nalepa, and we continue to follow breaking news now from the White House. Stunning revelations made overnight. President Trump took to Twitter just before 1 a.m. and announced that he and First Lady Melania Trump tested positive for the coronavirus. Channel 3's Roger Susannon is tracking the latest developments.
While most of the country was sleeping, President Trump sent out a tweet just before 1 a.m. announcing both he and First Lady Melania Trump have tested positive for COVID-19. The president wrote, "We will begin our quarantine and recovery process immediately. We will get through this together."
I just went for a test, and we'll see what happens. I mean, who knows?
The stunning development came just hours after President Trump confirmed to Fox News that one of his closest aides, Connecticut native Hope Hicks, had tested positive for the coronavirus.
She tested positive, and I just went out with a test. I'll see what, because we spent a lot of time, and the First Lady just went out with a test also. So whether we quarantine or whether we have it, I don't know.
White House Dr. Sean Connolly released a statement saying the president and First Lady are both doing well, adding, quote, "Rest assured, I expect the president to continue carrying out his duties without disruption while recovering." The White House has canceled all of the president's public events today. Hicks had traveled to several events with President Trump this week, including the debate on Tuesday and to his rally in Minnesota on Wednesday. President Trump attended a fundraiser in New Jersey on Thursday, reportedly spending time in close contact with a number of his supporters. Roger Susannon, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Back in our state, Governor Lamont posted a tweet saying, quote, "Our thoughts and prayers go out to the president and First Lady who have tested positive for COVID. Another reminder that this is a highly contagious virus and we must not let our guard down." Well, this is certainly being felt across the nation, including on Wall Street, where there's some bad news for investors this morning. Dow futures fell more than 400 points overnight after news of the president's positive COVID-19 test. NASDAQ and the S&P 500 futures also dropped around 2%. They were already going down yesterday, though, after the president's aide Hope Hicks tested positive. Back here in Connecticut, we are following some breaking news from overnight. Police in Hartford are investigating an incident that shut down a portion of I-84 for a few hours. The eastbound lanes were closed right between exits 44 and 46 in Hartford and West Hartford. Police did reopen the highway around 1:30 this morning. We continue to put several calls out to try and figure out what exactly they were investigating. We're still waiting to hear back, but once we learn more, we'll be sure to share it with you on the app. Also, more breaking news overnight in Hartford. We are also trying to figure out why police were called to this scene on Edgewood Street. Our cameras were there. As you can see, there was some kind of investigation going on, but still no answers as to what it was about. Meanwhile, we do know that police were investigating a shooting on Belmont Street. That happened around 9 last night. Police have not said if any of these incidents are connected. Turning now to the coronavirus in Connecticut. Hospitalizations have gone up again for a third day in a row, increasing by 3 people for a total of 107. More than 10,000 tests were performed. 192 tests came back positive. So that leaves us with a positivity rate now of 1.9%. That's slightly up from yesterday. And there were also 3 COVID-related deaths. And developing news in Colchester, where we're dealing with a coronavirus outbreak at a nursing home. 45 residents and 11 staff members at Harrington Court tested positive. And this comes just as a new study was released about COVID spreading through nursing homes. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Caitlin Nuclo has details on that report.
An independent research group just released the final report on the response to COVID-19 in nursing homes. That report finds that nearly 72% of the state's coronavirus-related deaths through July occurred at long-term care facilities. One of the key findings, nursing homes in communities with high COVID rates and those with more dialysis or cancer treatments had higher rates. They released recommendations, too, including considering legislation to increase minimum staffing in homes and a full-time position dedicated to preventing infection. It also says nursing homes should ensure all staff have guaranteed paid sick leave. This all comes as Connecticut's COVID rates are starting to increase again, flu season gets closer, and visitation rules at nursing homes have been relaxed.
we're not out of the woods, and we have to be very diligent about these flare-ups.
Caitlin Nuclo, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
This morning, Norwich Public Schools will be switching to remote learning for 2 weeks after the Department of Public Health issued a COVID-19 alert for the city due to a significant spike in new cases. The positivity rate in Norwich has jumped higher than 5% of our state's positivity rate. It's at 6.7%.
This is coming, in my opinion, at one of the worst times because it's getting colder and people are going to close up their homes, shut their windows. And we know that that's the beginning of flu season as well. So we really need to get a handle on this and to help push the numbers down.
City health officials say they will be expanding testing locations, including one at Dodd Stadium. Now to Beacon Falls, where half of the Woodland Regional High School football team is in quarantine. That's 26 players. It all comes after an assistant coach tested positive for COVID-19 and notified the school last Friday. The district tells us it's their only positive case at the moment and that all the tests from the kids came back negative, but they will still be quarantining for 14 days. Well, Halloween is not canceled, but it is going to be very different. The state actually outlined some suggestions for staying safe during the holiday. They include wearing a mask with your costume and leaving a bowl of candy for trick-or-treaters. The state said these are not executive orders, so they can't be enforced, but state leaders are reminding people not to violate the order on large gatherings and just to stay safe.
Look at that little skunk. See that little skunk? So cute. So cute. All right. Hi, everybody. Good morning. We have some scattered showers out there for you in northwest, southwest Connecticut. We're expecting some scattered showers from now until about noon, 1 o'clock this afternoon, as a little weak coastal storm scoots by and a cold front moves into the area. So we're dealing with some scattered showers out there. Notice the icons, though. By 2 p.m., 3 p.m., we turn off the faucet and we go over to partly sunny skies by 3 p.m. It'll be completely sunny by about 6 p.m., just before the sun goes down. Scattered showers are in the forecast from about 11 to 1 as this area of low pressure continues to scoot by and moves through the state. All right, now the temperatures we're off and running with some pretty good news. I mean, 46 is the typical overnight low. We're in the upper 50s, low 50s in parts of northwest Connecticut, mid 50s for northeast Connecticut, upper 50s for central Connecticut, and low 60s for the shoreline. So that's some pretty good news. Temperature differential, we are up from yesterday, but tomorrow when you wake up, those temperatures are going to be much cooler, and daytime highs are only going to be in the mid 60s starting today. All right, the dew points are fairly comfortable. The winds are out of the north and west, anywhere from 3 to 8 miles an hour, not a big deal. ICAMs across Connecticut looking good. Hartford, you got some sunshine out there. You've got a beautiful skyline and stores, and as we take you out and show you New Haven, you've also got a pretty good looking start with mostly overcast conditions, but a sliver of sun in the background. All right, so you'll see the scattered showers through New Jersey, Pennsylvania, the lower Hudson Valley. All of that has to make its way into Connecticut. So grab the umbrella. It's nothing too substantial. It's nothing too heavy, but we'll take any drops of rain we can get around here, right? Northwest Connecticut, you had some heavier rain this morning. You guys hit the jackpot earlier in the week, and now you're getting a little bit more liquid gold right now. But everybody in the state should see some scattered showers up until about 1 or 2 o'clock. And then behind it, behind this little system, look at that. We've got some quiet weather to endure. So early morning futurecast, tomorrow's weather today shows us an hour-by-hour depiction of some scattered showers through about noon, 1 o'clock. Then the clearing begins, and Friday night tonight looks great, and so does the weekend. Daytime highs today climb into the mid-60s. Showers early, clearing late. Sun is up, was up at 6:49, sets at 6:30. And your 7-day forecast includes 66 degrees tomorrow, 66 degrees on Sunday. Partly sunny skies tomorrow, partly to mostly sunny skies Sunday. Monday, there will be some rain in the forecast, the result of a coastal storm going by to our south and east. Tuesday, back to the nicer weather, a little bit milder, 72 on Wednesday, but then a strong cold front moves through with showers and possibly some thunderstorms Wednesday afternoon and evening, and that will lower the temperatures significantly for Thursday. Not only is Thursday going to be cool with highs in the upper 50s, but it's also going to be windy, which is going to make it feel a little bit cooler. All right, that's a check of your early morning forecast. I'm meteorologist Scott Haney in the Early Morning Forecast Center at Channel 3, hoping you all have a great, safe, and healthy weekend. Nicole?
All right, thanks, Scott. Happening today, a former UConn student is due in court after police say he killed 2 people and led officers on a manhunt spanning over several states. Peter Manfredonia is accused of killing a 62-year-old man in Willington and a 23-year-old man in Derby back in May. He is also charged with kidnapping a woman who he dropped off in New Jersey. Police eventually captured Manfredonia in Maryland, and according to court documents, Manfredonia said he didn't know why he committed the crimes and that he was remorseful. Thank you so much for tuning in to Eyewitness News on this Friday morning. It's a very busy one. Remember, you can get all of the latest news alerts and weather updates anytime on the Channel 3 app. We hope you all have a great weekend. Stay healthy and stay positive.